Welcome to the Coastal Lowcountry Real Estate Channel. When moving to a new area, one of the things that may be important to you is how accessible your new home is to the local healthcare system. For some folks, however, it might not even cross your mind until you need it. Well, today we're going to explore and let you know about an organization that is near and dear to our hearts. Its focus is providing quality health care to the community close to home. Currently, they are focused on 3 initiatives: expanding pediatric and senior health care, as well as cancer care. As you can see, these initiatives cover all spectrums of the community. So please indulge us and stay tuned as we visit a local not-for-profit organization that is expanding to meet the healthcare needs of a growing community. And please be sure to watch the extraordinary video that captures this organization's heart and soul.
When we lived in Atlanta, we saw firsthand the convenience of having a hospital nearby. When our son was born, we had to leave him in the care of the hospital for a few days due to complications. Each day, we would make the drive to the hospital to see and care for him. Fortunately, the hospital was only about 15 minutes away. So when we moved in 2006 to see our new little hometown of Springfield, Georgia, proximity to health care was one of the things we looked for. At the time, we saw the potential for what a great place this small rural community could be. In our video exploring Springfield, Georgia, uncovering its rich history and charm, we tried to capture that small town feel. Over the years, we've seen Springfield grow and thrive, and as it's grown, the need for quality health care close to home has never been greater.
Across America, certain communities have become healthcare deserts. Healthcare deserts are defined as areas where residents face significant barriers to accessing essential healthcare services, often due to a shortage of providers, limited facilities, or long distances to care. These deserts can be found in both rural and urban areas, impacting millions of Americans and leading to poor health outcomes. One study in 2021 stated that 80% of the country lacks adequate access to health care. The study looked at areas where people lacked adequate access to 6 key health care services: pharmacies, primary care providers, hospitals, hospital beds, trauma centers, or low-cost health centers. Fortunately, here in Springfield, which is an hour away from the nearest Savannah hospital, we have the Effingham Health System just minutes away. Effingham Health System is a not-for-profit hospital. Not-for-profit hospitals are given by a commitment to serving the community with a mission to provide accessible health care to all, regardless of the patient's ability to pay. To a growing county of 75,000, Effingham Health System's emergency department treats currently 22,000 patients each year. The hospital also performs over 2,300 surgeries annually, including Da Vinci robotic surgery. Their primary care practice also serves over 23,000 patients each year. The hospital services include behavioral health, cardiology, cancer care, care and rehabilitation, family medicine, imaging, occupational medicine, orthopedics, women's health, and pediatrics, including ear, nose, and throat surgery.
Not-for-profit hospitals such as the Effingham Health System are often supported by charitable organizations, religious groups, or community initiatives, or may be affiliated with a medical school. So, to that extent, the hospital is supported by the Effingham Health System Foundation. The foundation was organized in 2018 as the charitable arm for Effingham Health System to enable the philanthropic-minded members of the community make a lasting impact through investment in the future of our families and our community. Check out this quick video that captures the need and the heart of the Effingham Health System and the foundation.
So here at Effingham Health System, we provide rural healthcare services to a much needed community. Keeping quality healthcare close to home is our motto. It's also but our guiding principle, because if we weren't here, we'd have patients, we'd have community members who would have to drive upwards of an hour, 2 hours in some cases, to just get the services they need, whether they're basic services or whether they're advanced services like cancer care.
The skill and the compassion of the staff members here versus when you go into town and you're rushed through a system that doesn't have time to stop and blink. When you come here, it's a little slower pace, not that it's a lower quality of care. However, you get more of a personal experience here versus going into town and being just a quick number for a for-profit corporation.
Having the Cancer Care Center here at Effingham Health System has changed so many people's lives, and most of all, it's giving that opportunity for people to with their loved ones, to be able to come to the Cancer Care Center, drop their loved ones off, and then be able to come back within 4 or 5 hours and not have to fight the traffic going back and forth to Savannah every day.
I have had several girlfriends, unfortunately, that have had cancer. And so to know that they can come and receive chemo and radiation here at the hospital and make it convenient for them, because that's tough. So it's good to know that it's nearby for them.
We get a phone call that she's failing, and we got to drive to Savannah, which is an hour away to the hospital. By the time we get there, she's already passed away. To have been able to have been there by her bedside before she passed away, or as she was failing. I mean, those are moments that you can't capture, you can't get back. So, would have meant a lot.
It's important that we recognize the progress that's been made as an organization and focus on really what the community needs long term. I think if we were to look 5 or 10 years out, I would like to reduce the need for people in Effingham County to continue to drive to Chatham County for care. Just continuing to assess what some of those gaps are and introducing services that'll cover that.
As you start to plan down the road and you're doing future planning, you look at where this county is going to grow. How many people are we going to have to serve? How many people are we going to have to support? That growth has exploded in the last few years and is expected to keep on a very high pace over the next decade. So the healthcare system, in its attempt to keep quality healthcare close to home, has to grow at the same rate. And our leadership has done a great job of being able to keep up with that curve currently. As the foundation, we want to help make sure that we're staying in line with the growth that the community has planned in the coming years.
What can we say but wow? When we were asked to help out with the Effingham Health System Foundation, we were excited to get involved. At the Hellman Group, we believe it's important to give back to the community, especially one that has given us so much. Current initiatives of the foundation over the next few years are to expand pediatric care, senior care, and cancer care as the county continues to grow. If this is of interest to you, or if you or your organization would like to join us and get involved in the foundation, we've included links in the description below.
In a fast-paced world that often emphasizes personal achievement and success, it's easy to forget the importance of community. Yet the true strength of a society lies not just in the accomplishments of individuals, but in the willingness of people to support one another. Giving back to the community isn't just a kind gesture. It's a powerful way to create lasting change, foster unity, and nurture a sense of belonging. Giving back reminds us that everyone, regardless of background or circumstance, deserves compassion and opportunity. When we give, we help create a world where everyone has a chance to succeed.
Your community and organizations like the Effingham Health System Foundation benefit from all of us linking arms and giving back. And there are countless ways you can make a positive impact. Not all of them require money or grand gestures. Here are just a few ideas. Volunteer your time. Time is one of the most valuable gifts you can offer. Donate. Even small financial contributions can go a long way in supporting vital services for those who are in need. Share your skills. If you're good at something, teaching, fixing things, organizing events, consider offering your experience to community programs or individuals who could benefit. And then just be a good neighbor. Sometimes giving back is as simple as checking on an elderly neighbor, offering to babysit, or lending a helping hand. And while giving back helps others, it also benefits the giver in many meaningful ways. Studies show that people who engage in acts of kindness often report higher levels of happiness, reduced stress, and a greater sense of purpose. It strengthens social connections, builds confidence, and provides a deeper understanding of the challenges others face. We have certainly found this to be true. It's a reality check that there, but for the grace of God, go I.
So now more than ever, our communities need care, attention, and unity. No act of giving is too small to make a difference, whether you're donating, volunteering, or simply spreading positivity. Your contribution matters. Let's build a world where compassion is common, generosity is celebrated, and everyone feels empowered to lend a helping hand. When we give back, we move forward together. Again, if you or your organization would like to get involved in the Effingham Health System, please click on the links in the description below.
And again, thank you for staying with us to the end of the video. If you want to stay up to date on the latest of what's happening in the Georgia, South Carolina, Coastal Lowcountry, please be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market here. And if the Lowcountry looks like a place you would like to call home, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below. Again, this is Keith and Donna Hellman, hosts of the Coastal Lowcountry Real Estate Channel and Local Realtors, and it has been, as always, an absolute pleasure spending time with you again today.